Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video we are going to see how to make the edit in our Angular application. So let's get started with it. So previously we had fetched the student's data and we were able to add the student data, and now we are going to see how to edit this student data. So let's get to our Visual Studio, and first we need to add a edit button over here in our student list page. So I'll just add a table heading which says action and a TD, and say a.btn, and just change this to router link, say slash students slash the id, student dot id, btn success, btn sm, say view, or let's say edit. Yeah, we'll check the output. Okay, and once you click this, it has to take you to the students slash id. So I just made a mistake over here, students. Yeah, and now we will just add this route to our app routing module.ts file. So over here I will just add another route. The path is going to be similar, student slash. Here we will be passing the id, and for this we are going to pass a component that will be student edit component. So we'll just create that. So ng generate component my component slash student edit. Okay, and now we can include that component over here. So let's get to the student edit component, and we have this student edit works. Let us check the output, refresh. So we are navigated to that page. Okay, so first we need to get the id from the url. So over here we will just write the constructor and inject the activated route in this. So private route, this activated route. So make sure this is the activated route which you are adding it over here. Okay, and yeah, now inside the ng on init function we can get the id. So we will just keep it over here, student id, and this is going to be of type number. Just give a not over here, and now inside the on init function you can just say this dot student id is equal to this dot route dot snapshot param map dot get, and your name whatever you have specified in the route. Okay, so over here you can see I have given id, right? So I'll have to give that same thing over here as id. Okay, so this is giving an error, so for now you can just make this to any and suppress that error. So once you have got that id, we need to fetch the data of that id. So we'll go to our backend API. You can see students slash that id will return the single student record. So we'll call the service over here private student service, student service. Okay, so first let me go to my service, and so over here we will just create a function called get student. So you can just copy this get students function, but this is just get student. Okay, just paste it over here, and this will return observable of single student, and we need the URL. So the base URL slash the student ID. I will say we get an ID here of type any, and we are going to concatenate it over here plus ID, and this will be the URL which we are going to send the GET request. And now we can go to your student edit component and call this. Okay, so this dot student service dot get student, pass the this dot student ID, and then subscribe, which will return a response, and inside that we are going to assign the data which we have got in the response to the student. So we have to create a student variable over here and just define it as any, and over here you can say this dot student is equal to res. So while this is loading, this may take some time, so we can just create a flag variable over here. Loading equals to true. This is actually a type boolean, and the value is true by default. And once it is loaded, we can just set that to false. This dot loading is false, and we can use this to display the user data in the HTML. So we will console log this first, log the response, go to your browser, inspect, refresh. You can see you got the data. This is for the first user, let's say students. I will take it for the sixth user, sixth, and yeah, I've got the details over here. Okay, so now we have to populate this field in the form over here. So I'll close this terminal, go to student add. Yeah, just take the form from here, copy the form, or we'll just take the whole HTML, and in your student edit, paste the HTML and change this to edit student. Got this dot student, change it to this dot student dot name, student dot email, and this dot student dot roll number. And on click, we are going to call the function update student data. Copy this and create a function over here, update student data, and we'll just check if the data is populated. Yes, and there is some issue over here. So this is because before the data is filled, it is trying to search for this name. So we can use the flag variable which we just created now in your, yeah, over here. Can either keep it there or inside the card body. Can just say ng if this dot loading is not equal to true. So now you can see that error is gone, and you can just comment down the console. So we've got the data, and now once the user has updated, once he has clicked this update button after making the changes, we are going to update that in the database. Okay, so we are going to say this dot, or first let us write the service class. So update student, and this function will get an input of student, and the type is going to be of type student, and this is going to return an observable of type student, and the route is, we'll just check the route, that is just /update. So copy this, remove the ID, say update, and yeah, this is a put mapping, so you'll have to use the put method. Yeah, the URL and the data, and then yeah, we are ready to use this function in our TS file. Say this dot student service dot update student, and before passing the data we need to arrange it over here. So I'll just say data is equal to open close curly braces, and I will specify the fields that are there in the user student model. So that is the ID we have it in the this dot student ID, and then the name have it in this dot student dot name, and then the email and roll number similarly, email, roll number. Okay, so you can take the ID from here as well, or from the URL as we have taken here, it's both the same. And I will pass the data over here, and then subscribe, it will return a response, and let us log the response and check. Okay, so let me go back, refresh, change this to coder new, and click on update. So it is updated and it is returned the response. So now when I refresh the page, you can see the name is updated. Let me go back, students, you can see the changes is already added over here. Okay, so that's it in this video, guys. We have seen how to make the edit in our Angular app using APIs. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.